Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice. On the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support and drinks like the Bethany Broncos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere, or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778, and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to their drive-thru lane. Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. 405-633-7778.
And the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. We are live in Purcell, Oklahoma for the final district matchup of the 2026 season. Your Bethany Broncos on the road taking on the Purcell Dragons. My name is Luke Young. Thank you for joining me here on GSN Sports and Talk. Hope you've been looking forward to this one as much as we have. Our, again, final district matchup of the season with a chance to cement yourself as the number 3 team in the district. This is not one either of these teams has overlooked. Let me get that straight right out of the gate, okay? These two have had this one circled. This is maybe the biggest matchup Bethany will play in this side of the postseason. Hey, my name is Luke Young. Again, thanks for tuning in. Our stream sponsors, Simplified Tech Solutions and Ship It Sooner for this broadcast. Our pregame show brought to you by Blake Nightingale State Farm. Thanks so much to Ship It Sooner, Simplified Tech, and Blake Nightingale. And, of course, I do have to give a big shout-out to Purcell's own athletic director, Mr. Ricky Hammer. He helped set me up down here. And we got all this ironed out just before first pitch, thankfully, and couldn't be happier about that. And shout-out to Coach Sharp as well on the Purcell side. Yeah, looking ahead at this one, obviously Bethany dealing with a couple of key injuries, a key few missing names here. Not sure about the Purcell side, but I know they've got their senior banners up and everywhere. This is a big night for them. Either of these two teams could walk away with a series win here today. Don't want to give you any false ideas about this one. This is anybody's game right here. Bethany is coming off of a couple good games against tough opponents. They had that senior night win against Western Heights. That's always helps. But you take those Sulphur games, you take those Tuttle games, they've cemented themselves as the 1 and 2. They're still tied to this point in the season. No doubt about that one, but it's this 3-4 spot that gets interesting because outside of Bethany and Purcell, no one else in the district is close. Not McLeod, not Medill, not Ada, not anyone else that's in here, not John Marshall or Star Spencer. It's really just these two teams that we're going to see today battling to see who gets the better positioning come playoff time. Getting a little bit more about Blake Nightingale State Farm, our pregame sponsor. He's at 7304 Northwest Expressway back in Oklahoma City. Thanks so much to Blake Nightingale for his support of the broadcast. And, hey, well, we've got a second in Purcell, Oklahoma, 72 degrees Fahrenheit, bright and sunny Monday evening. And, I mean, where would you rather be? Wind blowing straight out to right field, heading down to that corner. We're going to see some baseballs fly, 320 down to the left, 325 down to right. This is what we're talking about. Let's play some baseball. Now it's time to go through your lineups. First, for the visiting Bethany Broncos. Getting the start on the bump, it's Isaac Bellows with Max Lloyd behind the dish. Sindus mans down first while Williams is at second. Suarez and Rose play short and third, respectively. Cord Draper Whitener out and left. Damian Aguilar in center and Cruz Burleson out and right. To round out the fielding lineup for your Bethany Broncos, Stoley Melton will be DHing this game for Whitener. Now for the hosting Purcell Dragons. Dobbins gets the start on the bump. Percy behind the dish. Blair's over at first with Klein at second. Walkup at third and Knowles at short. Selmer, Cook, and Bennett go into the outfield left to right. That's your starting lineup for the hosting Purcell Dragons. And one thing I've already found out about Purcell here is these folks love their baseball. I'm told there is a strong crowd of regular fans that come out to each of these games no matter what. So I would not be surprised to hear a lot of support for the Purcell Dragons in today's game. And this has been a great Monday for me. I mean, I woke up today, went into work, and then about 2 hours later, the Red Sox started playing in an afternoon game, one of the few ones throughout the year. So I've been watching baseball from pretty much the time I woke up to now. So I'm going to be watching it pretty much until the time we go to sleep. That was a fun one, too. I mean, it's the an anniversary of the Boston Marathon bombing. They were running the marathon out there today. So I was watching that game against the Detroit Tigers. Ended up being a Red Sox win, but it was a good game. Detroit was starting to make a comeback all the way down to the final inning, but Aroldis Chapman shut them down. He also is one strikeout away from becoming the second most leading strikeouts among all relievers ever. So, yeah, a pretty historic game right there. Only one more historic is when he gets that number 2 mark. But coming back here to the high school level, I mean, if there's anything else I could say about the matchup we've got for you tonight between the Bethany Broncos and the Purcell Dragons is that expect this one to go to the distance. I don't see either of these two teams pulling away early, not at all. Quick station update for you before we get started. College baseball was where we were at over the weekend. Southwestern Christian University had their Senior Day 2026, and we got some exclusive interviews with all of those college stars. So go take a listen to all of what the Eagles had to say over the weekend once you're done watching the game here today. Looks like we're about to get into starting lineups for both squads. So last thing we're going to do here is we're going to go through our Coyote Pond keys to the game. Thanks so much to Coyote Pond, 5804 Northwest 63rd Street. Each AB right now needs to be treated like a playoff at-bat. Each one is important. Each runner on base is important. Each inning cannot be taken for granted. Hunt the top half of the baseball. Bethany has struggled with pop-ups in recent games. You really want to see them get it on the ground, though. If they can meet something square and send it for a ride, hey, I'm not telling them no. But, of course, the most important one out of all of them, patience at the plate. We want to see them work some at-bats. We want to see them drive up the opposing pitch count and get their pitch. That's really what I think the Coyote Pond keys to the game are for the Bethany Broncos today. Call 405-470-799 for Coyote Pond. Looks like they're done with the Bethany lineup here, so they're bringing out the Purcell Dragons. I'll give a camera over there away. Like I said, I think it's senior night for the Purcell Dragons. They've got all the banners and celebrations up, so we'll see them take the field here. Nearing 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time, your matchup between the Bethany Broncos and Purcell Dragons, the final district matchup of 2026. After this, we get into playoffs, and that is quite literally in a week and 2 days. The first day of regionals is April 29th. It's already here. It's kind of crazy. There go the Purcell Dragon fielders. Purcell out here in the red tops, white bottoms. Bethany out here in the violet complete. And I'm going to call it violet because I can't remember the other word to say for it right now, but it's not indigo, not that dark, so violet's going to have to work for now, just purple. And shout out to Purcell, by the way. They got a nice little stadium here. This is down by their public library, I believe. Well off campus. But, hey, a great area of town. And this is kind of their athletic complex. Softball is nearby. Track is nearby. They were doing a meet earlier. As we go to National Anthem, we're going to go to one break and then bring it back right after this. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there. You don't have to look very far to find a dependable roofing contractor, because Myers Roofing is committed to quality roofing systems, excellent customer service, and is all local right here in Bethany. Myers Roofing is licensed, insured, and all work is guaranteed. You can rely on Myers Roofing to take care of your next roofing project, and once you do, you'll understand why our customers keep coming back. Residential roofing, commercial roofing, specialty, tile, maintenance, and repair. Myers Roofing does it all. Call 405-787-7433. That's 405-787-7433. Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family-owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less. National Anthem has concluded. Our starting lineups have been met. Purcell in the field, Bethany swinging it first. By the way, they also played the Alan Jackson version of the National Anthem. First time I've heard a school play that all year long in any sport. So once again, I'm just finding more and more reasons to like coming down to Purcell here for some baseball. Shout out the Dragons staff up in the press box. Great choice by those guys. Number 7, Deacon Dobbins getting the start on the bump here for the Purcell Dragons. Right-hander taking it. Again, with that wind blowing out to right. This is going to be interesting. Bethany has a few key lefties in the lineup that we're going to see today. Chief among them, Connor Sidness, a big power guy playing first base who can really rip one down the line if he gets the ball inside. Now, I'd have to imagine the game plan here is going to be throw inside to a lot of these righties, try and get ahead on them early. At this level of baseball, you'll see a lot more pitchers more comfortable throwing outside than inside. So I'm very interested to see if Dobbins does try to run in on the hands a lot today, or if the game plan stays maybe more traditional, look for some cap ball, some weak contact somewhere, and let the defense work. Dobbins in his just warm-ups right here. He showed off a few pitches. He's also got a little bit of a slide piece we're going to see in heavy amounts today. That's one of his go-to pitches. It's really going to have to work well off of that fastball today. I expect to see him get ahead with the one and then go to the slider for the put-away. Leading off this game, it's Cooper Suarez for the Bethany Broncos. First inning and first pitch brought to you by C&J Sporting Goods, 6604 Northwest 38th Street, back in Bethany, Oklahoma. For C&J Sporting Goods, call 405-789-8102. The first pitch to Suarez, swung on, it goes right through, and our game is underway with an 0-1 count. Thanks for tuning in to Bethany High School Baseball here on GSN Sports and Talk. Luke Young on the mic with you down here in Purcell, Oklahoma. The 0-1. There's that slide piece I was talking about, though it crosses a little bit low, 1 ball, 1 strike. So he went to it looking for strike number 2, trying to get out ahead on Suarez. Interesting to see if he sticks with that game plan or if he wants it for strike 3. The 1-1 to Cooper. Well outside for ball number 2. Count moves 2-1. I got a nice seat right here, right behind home plate. This is one of the best seats in the house. Can't really beat this. So we're going to get the full view of where all these pitches cross here. 2-2 on another swing and strike. It's also mean we're going to be able to see how well he's tunneling that slider off his fastball. If these spots are being hit, how well the zone looks. We're going to get to see everything today. The 2-2. There's the off speed. Looked to be a bit high and outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and right out of the gate, the Purcell fans have something to say about that one. They wanted a big strike 3. They wanted Suarez rung up. 3-2. Suarez taps it and it goes foul. He'll stay alive to see another pitch. Thanks again to some of our stream sponsors, Simplified Tech and Ship It Sooner. Ship It Sooner, 210 North Mustang Ball Terrace. Call 405-256-6264. You'll see their logo on our scoreboard. And Simplified Tech, 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, back in War Acres. Eric Wines over at Simplify can help you out with all your technological needs. He helps us with ours, and that's how we get to do these broadcasts. The 3-2. Ran it high and couldn't find it. It's a leadoff walk for Suarez on the 3-2 count. And that's a great first at-bat this game for Cooper Suarez. He provides Bethany with an early base runner, and in a game where I think it's paramount that each base runner is taken care of. You would love to see him over in scoring position now. Number 14, Jaden Rose, steps up to bat next. The 0-0 to Rose. It's a fastball that clips the outside corner. 0-1. Good comeback pitch right there from Dobbins. Well spotted up. Not much Rose could do with that even if he swung. So it goes 0-1. This next pitch up and inside and is going to get away from the catcher. There goes Suarez. He takes out for 2, and he's going to have that one easily 1-1 at the plate. Even count here. Now man in scoring position for Rose. This is exactly how Bethany wanted this first inning to turn out. No outs on the board, a man in scoring position, and arguably 2 of your best batters up now and on deck. The 1-1 to Rose. He squares around for a bunt, tries to push it down right side, but he tips it back into the mid. 1-2. I like the idea right there for sure. Rose is one of those guys that has a good bat. He can drop it down, potentially beat it out. Now he's got to be tough with 2. Dobbins checks a couple times, goes home, goes back to the slide piece, and it's fouled off. Rose sticks alive. And it is a slider right there. I don't think I saw Dobbins go to a true curveball in his warm-up. You know, the slider is the more popular of the 2 nowadays. The 1-2 ran it up on him and got the K. Rose just couldn't hang off. 1 gone. Second base still occupied. Here's Connor Sidness, and you pointed him out on the roster as kind of the bat to watch here. Power lefty, batting in the 3-0. He has not only a great eye, but if he gets the barrel on the baseball, with the wind blowing the way it is today out of the south, you could see it going a long way. Sidness will stand in, nothing on him. The runner's still on second. Remember that Suarez out on 2, and he's got some speed. Dobbins for the 0-0. Left it outside, knocked down by the catcher, but it's a ball no matter what. 1-0. That pitch, I think that was, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that was the slider, and one of the pitches we saw earlier to Rose was a true curve. 1-0. So Dobbins will be working with 3 pitches, potentially 4 if he's got a nice changeup. He looks at his runner for a nice long time, now goes home. Fastball's up and out for ball number 2. Looking at the Purcell roster sheet here, number 7 Dobbins is a senior, officially listed as a pitcher utility man. Purcell's gotten a couple nice long years out of Deacon Dobbins here, especially on the bump. They need him one more time here tonight. Dobbins spins, fakes over to second. He's going to force Suarez back to the bag and kind of reset his tempo on the bump. Now I'm going to call start time officially 5 p.m. just for the official records. I know we're all very concerned about the official records here. Pitch home. Another fastball and another one up. 3 balls, no strikes. Sidness way ahead in this at-bat. Not really much of a reason to swing right here. I do wonder if he's just going to say this one's lost, and he ends up walking him. 4-0. Better than giving a bat like Connor Sidness something right down the gut, I guess. First and second occupied, 1 out on the board. After Sidness' walk, here's Stoley Melton, the DH for today's game. Melton, the bat we've seen a lot of recently. He's been one of the hottest hitters on this Bethany roster. He keeps his hands up and in, moves them through the zone very quickly, and as some of the guys have stated in past interviews, his real success comes from ambushing first pitch fastballs. Let's see if the righty can get one here. Melton steps into the box, first and second occupied, 1 out on the board. Deacon goes home. There is the first pitch fastball, crosses the outer half, 0-1. So Melton's behind of the first pitch of his first at-bat. See if he gets that off-speed pitch here. Deacon checks second a couple times. He spins, outside move over to 2, not going to be in time. Deacon Dobbins has looked that way once or twice, concerned with the runner on second. Clearly, Purcell does not want to go down early. Now, in a few innings' time, we'll take a look at Purcell's season record and kind of highlight some other games. There's the slider, and a nasty piece that was. 0-2. You can see the late movement on that pitch. That starts middle out, ends low out. Disgusting. Tough to hit. 0-2. He lifts and goes home again, goes back to the slider. This one hit high out to right field. Camped under it is their right fielder. Suarez will advance from second. Sinna stays on first. The fly ball pushes runners to the corners. 2 gone. Melton retired. Here's Trip Williams, number 9, the senior, up to bat. Good on Melton, though, to get that with 0-2. Putting the ball in play does benefit Bethany here. It offers them just a little bit. It makes that runner. Oh, hold on. What happened here? Left early? Interesting. Coach Broyles and the umpire having a quick chat about it. I am very surprised by that. A runner leaving early, this early in the game, not something you see often, but it looks like as it stands, that's going to be the call. So we'll go to the bottom half. Bethany taken off of the base paths, and an unfortunate left early and tagged out. It'll, I guess, officially be a double play. Williams will have his first at bat next inning.
We kind of want to show off our trailer today. We offer a lot of services all around the metro. We go within 130 miles.
Recently did a house that was 70 to 80 feet. We did it in 2 days, no trouble shooting it. We were in and out, make sure the customer was really happy with the work.
With liner, it's trenchless, it's headacheless. Any old cast iron, any orange bird, any clay pipe that's pre-existing inside or outside, we can go in and completely reline the inside of that pipe. It turns it all into one solid pipe. You never have to worry about root intrusions. You never have to worry about settling or bellying. Overall, it's a really good product. Everything comes guaranteed. We do make it as trenchless and as headacheless as possible for you guys. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, spring is here. And when you need help with all your tools, lawnmowers, and more, Evans Hardware out here in Midwest City is the place to be. 1021 South Douglas Boulevard. In the springtime, lawnmower maintenance is more important than ever. And Evans Hardware, it's the place to go for all your lawnmower maintenance tools. They've got seat repair, they've got brand new handles, blade sharpeners, and cleaners, and of course new belts line the walls as well. Remember, when you need lawnmower maintenance, power tools, stuff for the garden, and everything in between, Evans Hardware in Midwest City, 1021 South Douglas Boulevard is the place to go. Do it best here at Evans Hardware. And we welcome back for the bottom of the first. The call stood in the field. Suarez did leave early from second base, so after Bethany gets doubled off the base paths in the top of the first, we head to the bottom half tied 0-0. Bethany was able to put 2 base runners on. They leave them both stranded, no hits, 1 walk in that first. Isaac Bellows getting the start in today's game for the Bethany Broncos. We'll see the freshman take the bump, try to shut down a strong Purcell lineup here at Purcell's home field. And I mean, I talk about how important every at-bat is, every inning, every base runner. That goes both ways. Okay, that does go both ways. Purcell is going to have to approach this game in a similar manner if they want to walk out of here with a win. They're going to have to try to move runners over on the steal, on the small ball. They're going to have to keep it clean on the base paths. And I am going to try my best to note how many runners are left on for each team in each inning. Now, I might not have the totals for the whole game, but I will note at least for the inning. All right, so leading off this game for the Purcell Dragons, here's Cook, the starting center fielder. He'll be followed up by Selman, and Blair is in the hole. Center fielder, left fielder, and first baseman, so both teams have a little bit of a similarity there. Their respective first basemen batting in the 3-hole. Cash Cook stands in, and time called quickly at the plate. Looks like it's Bellows' wristband that he's got to take off. He'll put that in the back pocket, and we'll get back into it. Not the first time we've seen that this season either. As a pitcher, you're really not allowed to wear much besides what is absolutely necessary on the bump. But here we go. First pitch of the bottom half. Bellows winds, delivers, goes to the off speed, and left it just a tad bit inside for ball number 1. Bills, we've seen a couple of times this year, Bethany at times has been pretty thin as far as pitching goes. Now, a couple unfortunate losses to some really good arms, as that one's fouled straight back, has led to this situation. Senior Carter Thomas is out. Brody McLaren is out for the time being. There's more than a few that have been dealing with that kind of nagging injury bug this season. Even count at 1-1. So Bellows, as a freshman, has to step up. He goes back in with the fastball, but missed it up 2-1. Now the batter he faces first, Cash Cook, is a junior utility man. And at this level of baseball, most players are listed as utility. 2-1. Goes back up, same spot, same miss. 3 balls, 1 strike, and a hitter's count for Cook. Cooper Selman on deck. Where's number 12? Bryce Blair behind him, number 21. Bellows back in his motion. 3-1 pitch, and left it even higher for ball 4. Leadoff man on board here for the Dragons.
Second playing left field, number 12, junior Cooper Selman.
So as I mentioned, Selman also a junior. Number 21, Bryce Blair, is a senior. And I saw his banner walking up. The dude's got a full beard, better than some college kids I've seen. You'll be able to pick him out easily on the YouTube broadcast, tell you what. Thanks for everybody that is watching on the YouTube broadcast. GSN Sports and Talk. 0-0. Quick move over to first by Bellows. Not going to be in time to get the freshly walked runner. Selman starting left fielder. Again, I'm not sure how much to do left field will have today. Pitch goes home, and it's a called strike on the low outside corner, 0-1. Great spot there from Bellows. Like to see him hit that again, but I feel like most batters are going to be looking to that right side. I mean, 320, 325 to the left and right corners, respectively. That's not a long way out there by any means. Bellows 0-1. Runner goes, popped up, going left side. Lloyd might have a chance for a play, just lands out of bounds. 0-2. Lloyd tracked that well all the way to the net. Just no chance to make a play on it. Now I'm still waiting for the day we implement banana ball rules and all the fans get to get in on it. If they catch it, it's an out. Not sure any of the Purcell fans on that side would have made an attempt on the ball, but what stands. Bellows with another move over to first. That one's still unsuccessful. 0-2. There's actually a lot that's been going on outside of baseball recently. So I mentioned that playoffs are right around the corner for, obviously, baseball, but they're also right around the corner for soccer. And both Bethany soccer teams lead their districts with undefeated district records. Here's another pop-up right side. It'll be Sitness making the call and making the grab. The 2-hole batter, Selmer, retired. That's 1 on the board.
Batting third and playing first base.
Up next, the first baseman, number 21, Bryce Blair. Runner still on first, now 1 out on the board. Coming up this week on GSN Sports and Talk, I think I gave a station update earlier. I did. Last weekend we were at some college baseball. Don't have that coming up this weekend, but to make up for it, plenty of high school sports. Baseball today, soccer tomorrow, shows Wednesday and Thursday, and we round out the week with baseball once again on Friday. We invite you to tune in. That one is against Putnam City West at the end of the week. The soccer games are against, if I'm not mistaken, Medill. We'll be out there, and it's senior night for soccer tomorrow as well. Bellows set for the 0-0 to the new batter, except he's going to go over to first again, still unsuccessful. Keeping that runner very, very close. I don't blame you. Cash Cook, as the starting center fielder, has some legs on him. He hasn't taken off yet. Bellows working out the stretch. Now he goes. The pitch home, it's a strike at the plate. The throwdown looks good from Lloyd. Is the tag applied? Oh, they'll say he just got, I believe, the left arm in around it. A great pitch home and a great throw down. Just didn't go Bethany's way. 0-1, now with the runner on 2. Both squads searching for the team's first hit. Here's the 0-1 to Blair. It's a big looping curveball that falls right into the zone. 0-2. Excellent pitch right there from Bellows, keeping the big man on his toes, keeping him honest, keeping him off balance. Let's see what he goes through here. I'd throw that one in the dirt, me personally, see if he goes golfing. 0-2. Bellows checks his runner, goes home. And he does exactly that, pop up right side. Burleson runs back, he tracks it, makes the grab, runner's going to tag. The throw comes in from right field, not going to be in time to stop him. Sack fly by the 3-0, pushes a man over to third. 2 outs on the board, though.
Next up in the cleanup position, number 6, shortstop, Junior Cash.
Well, Bellows has done a great job limiting the damage with an early base runner. He's got one more batter to get through. It's the cleanup man, number 6, Cash Knowles. Bats lefty, starting shortstop. A base hit anywhere will score the first run of today's game. Very interested to see how Bellows approaches this batter. His first pitch, fastball outside, called strike, and that's a good start to it. Going right after him, not wasting any time. You know, one thing watching that Major League game earlier that they kept talking about was how difficult it has been for the Red Sox to pitch. They said when you get a game like they had, you want to get out early. It's so hard to throw your good stuff when you fall behind. 0-1. Bellows, that pitch bounces right from Lloyd. Lloyd's able to get to it in time, and the runner retreats back to third. So it'll just be 1-1, but when you get ahead with an early strike, that opens up your options, right? You can go to any part of the plate. You can throw one of the spinners, some of the off-speed. If you fall behind, 2-0, 3-1, now your options are much more limited. Bellows in an even count here. Let's see what he deals. The 1-1. Went right after him, and it's another foul ball. 1-2. And even more so when it's the batter's first time facing you, you want to go right after him because he doesn't know what you have. If you can save some of your stuff, kind of hide it from his eyes until his second, third time around, that just makes it so much more difficult to hit a starting pitcher. Bellows looking for a strikeout. His 1-2, and left that one well outside. 2-2. That one never really close. No trouble at all for Knowles to lay off of it. Still not a bad idea trying to go back outside. It looks like Purcell had a bat on the field of play. They got to take care of that. 2-2. I would not be surprised if Isaac goes back outside. I think he can try the spinner again. The pitch. Went right down the gut. This one lined into right center field. It's going to be Aguilar racing on the run. He's got the grab in deep right center. With a little bit of help from his outfielders, Isaac Bellows escapes the first with nothing given up. We go to the top of the second, still tied 0-0. Neither side has found their first hit. This is Bethany Baseball on GSN Sports and Talk. Don't go anywhere.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods. At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
From commercial break now for the top of 2. Both starting pitchers able to get out of a runner in scoring position situation in the first inning, so we're tied 0-0 in the second. This is Bethany Bronco Baseball on GSN Sports and Talk. Your broadcaster for today, it's the one, the only, if I do say so myself, Luke Young. No, I'm just joking, but thank you for tuning in. It's always a lot of fun anytime we get to come out and do these. And before we get to our first batter this inning, shout out Horseman Broadcasting. Chase Horsley has helped us a lot recently, making some of our new graphics that you see on our YouTube stream, so shout out Chase. Tripp Williams up for his first time today. Fouls off the first pitch he sees for 0-1. He was supposed to get up with the runner in scoring position, but that unfortunate doubled off the base paths kind of ended that, nipped it right in the bud, 0-1. Slider left outside, 1-1. Williams, a senior, with some of the injuries in the field, he's been seeing a lot more playing time. He had a great showing on senior night against the Jets. 1-1 to him here. There's the fastball off the plate. 2-1. And it's good to see number 9 taking advantage of the opportunities he's getting. Batting in the 5 hole, right? This is the guy, you know, if things go the way you want them to, this is the guy who knocks in the cleanup batter. And that, in and of itself, is a lot of responsibility. 2-1's a get-me-over slider that hits the zone, 2-2. Not a bad pitch at all from the starting pitcher, Dobbins. 2-2 from him. Dobbins deals. Fastball ran it back up and in on Williams, and he couldn't catch up. It's a K for the Dragons starting pitcher. 1 gone. I mean, he knew exactly what he was going to do against Williams right there. Williams goes down swinging, so here's Cruz Burleson. Base is empty, 1 out. Dobbins winds and delivers, ran it back up and in on Burleson. He gets a big strikeout. I'm not sure if he really ever saw that baseball. He had to get his head out of the way. 0-1. Dobbins has now gotten back-to-back batters with that kind of pitch. There's the off-speed again and fell off low in. I do like the pitch selection, the sequencing right there, though that one wasn't a strike. 1-1. Next pitch to Burleson. Got him to chase at that one. 1-2. Looked to me like that was the arm side fastball, and Dobbins working quick. Wants the slider again, but that one not close enough. 2-2. You can see Dobbins already set. He's got a sign in his motion and delivering. This one lined over second base and falling in right field for a base hit. Number 4, Cruz Burleson finds his way on board with the first hit of the day for either squad. 1 out and a runner on first.
Who brings up number 5 catcher, Max Lloyd.
Max Lloyd up to bat next. A man on, 1 gone. A great piece, by the way, of 2-2 hitting. 2 strikes on him, just took it back the way it came. I mean, you couldn't have taught that any better. So Lloyd up for his first at-bat, trying to follow up the base hit with one of his own. Time called at the plate. Dobbins had been giving a lot of attention to Burleson at first. Now, mentioned a couple of times, but Bethany is not afraid to go to the small ball, even if it puts out number 2 on the board. 0-0. Dobbins waiting. Now he goes home. Slider got away from him all the way down to the backstop. That allows Burleson to advance. 1-0 at the plate. Burleson now stands on second. And that slider, it's very quick, very tight. Got a lot of late movement. And right now, that's giving a lot of trouble to Percy behind the dish. That's tough to catch when it starts outside and ends up even further outside. Dobbins 1-0. Comes back over the zone with it. Gets strike 1 there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's going to be the pitch Lloyd is looking for. Don't think he's going to miss it if he gets that one again. Dobbins checks second, goes home. And he got Lloyd to chase up. 1-2. Two strike count here for Lloyd. Got to find a way to put this in play. Dobbins checks second multiple times. Now he goes home. Sliders outside once more. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bethany batters doing a great job of seeing that pitch early and letting it go. Even here for Lloyd. Dobbins offering. Fastball up and in, and he got him. That's out number 2 on his second strikeout of the inning.
The starting pitcher, number 6, Isaac Bellows.
In his start so far, hey, got to give it up. Deacon Dobbins has 3 Ks already. Isaac Bellows up to bat next. Pitcher versus pitcher duel here. See how Dobbins approaches his rival arm. His 0-0 goes right after him with the fastball outside. And that's called strike. Even on that one, I mean, if you can see right down the gut on our YouTube stream, you can see the late arm side movement on that fastball. That 2-seam is disgusting. 0-1. The pitch home. Bellows offered at it, fouled it straight back into Percy's chest. Nothing in 2. Catcher takes a second, but he's not stunned by it long. Time called. It's like Coach Lee is having something to say to the umpire, potentially about how quick the Dragon starter is working, or he's saying he's not coming set, or he's saying he's balking when he's looking over to second. We'll see if anything comes of that. Currently 0-2. Bellows in a tough situation. Dobbins goes right after him, and a foul tip into the mitt. That'll do it for the top of 2. Well, Bethany picked up their first hit on the Cruz Burleson single, but they weren't able to get anything after it. 3 strikeouts in the inning for the Bethany Broncos. We go to the bottom half. Now let's see if the PHS bats can get woken up on their home field. Bethany Baseball on GSN Sports and Talk.
Ship it sooner at 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace is your packaging and shipping headquarters for Mustang and the surrounding area, using all major carriers. Sign up now for your private mailbox and enjoy the benefits a post office box does not offer. Faxing, printing, copies, notary service, and passport photos. Ship It Sooner is locally owned and operated. Call 405-256-6264 or go to shipitsooner.com.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
Here we go for the bottom of 2. This is Deacon Dobbins, the starting pitcher for the Purcell Dragons, up to bat next. Now the top half of this inning ended on the pitcher versus pitcher matchup. The bottom half of this inning begins on the pitcher versus pitcher matchup. And like I said, a couple times already this game, you couldn't draw it up. Like, you couldn't write it better than that. Bells on the first pitch to his rival arm, left it low outside in the dirt for ball 1. This inning goes Dobbins, Percy, and Oz for the Purcell Dragons. Dobbins starting pitcher, Percy behind the dish, and Oz the DH. Dobbins stands back in with a 1-0 count. Bethany outfield shading left on him. Bellows 1-0. He pops him up. This one stays on the infield. Looks to be Suarez running over and making the grab. 1 gone. That out came on 2 pitches, and that's a good start once again for Isaac Bellows.
Batting 6 of the catcher, number 28.
So here's number 28, Leighton Percy, a freshman, getting the start behind the plate here for the Purcell Dragons today. No one on, 1 gone. So now you have the pitcher versus pitcher. Now you got a freshman versus a freshman in one of the most important varsity games of the year. Bellows winds, delivers, fastball outside, taking the other way on a cap shot. This could be trouble in shallow right field, and it lands. Williams couldn't run backwards in time to get it. No chance for anyone to make a play, just put in the right spot. So with the catcher finding Purcell's first hit of the game, they have a runner on first. 1 out. Oz, the DH, out to bat next. Number 34 will try to follow up that single with one of his own. Now, in the first inning, we obviously saw Purcell put runners on all the way over to third. Like, they had their chance. Now they got to do it the long ways. Bellows steps off pretty quickly here. Call comes in from the Bethany dugout trying to adjust their outfielders. Looks like it's Aguilar they're bringing in based on what I can see. Oz bats in the 7, always got to walk up behind him and bid it in the hole. Bellows set for the 0-0. He lifts and goes. Ran it inside on the DH. Did not hit the zone, 1-0. Going right after him, though. Sending it inside against the big DH. Bellows has gotten that called strike in the outer half a couple of times. Quick move over to first. Unsuccessful. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, second inning is brought to you by Aloha Shave Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778 for Aloha. Take a little bit of the summer home with you. Bellows on the 1-0. There's that called strike I was talking about, 1-1. Goes back with the fastball outside, and he's hit that spot very consistently. Although it's early in his start, you hope that means very good things for the rest of his outing. I don't have any stat for you, like how many wins the team has when their starter goes so many innings. Oh, and a move over to first. Got the runner. Wow. How about that? So both teams with a couple of key base running errors. 2 gone. A great move by Bellows. 1-1. Now he's going to feel a little bit more comfortable with the bases empty once again. And maybe, I think he does. 1-2 as he goes right after the DH with the fastball. Bellows way ahead. Let's see if he can get this better here and be out of it. Here's 1-2. He has his sign. Lifts and delivers. Oh, got him on the off-speed pitch. The curveball fooled him. That does it for the bottom of the 2. Bellows picks up a strikeout, and it's a big one at that. We head to the 3rd inning, tied 0-0.
The parking lots are full because it's always a celebration at Chelito's Mexican Restaurant in Yukon at 1227 Garth Brooks Boulevard in the Chisholm Shopping Center. With a traditional flair of Mexican casual dining where your meal always begins with complimentary chips, cheese, and salsa. Then a lengthy menu selection from fajitas, tacos, enchiladas, fish tacos, and so much more. You don't have to be shy at Chelito's. Ask for our daily specials and finish your meal with our sopapilla or pick something from our dessert menu. Oklahomans have chosen Chelito's Mexican Restaurants in Yukon at 1227 Garth Brooks Boulevard in the Chisholm Shopping Center. Call 405-350-2006. M&T Septic and Backhoe is your call for septic installation, pumping, and repair needs. M&T Septic and Backhoe has been installing septic systems for over 25 years. From home builders to homeowners, from old-fashioned septics to aerobic systems and lift stations, give M&T Septic and Backhoe a call at 405-387-9353. A call for all your septic systems, storm shelter, or utility needs, offering free estimates and willing to work with you on all projects. Call 405-387-9353. M&T Septic and Backhoe.
Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home with a $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with the selection of just about everything with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999 and coyotepond.com. Top 3rd in Purcell, Oklahoma. Tied 0-0 between our two teams, and you want to see about even teams. Purcell is currently number 3 in the district with an 18-7 overall record and an 8-4 district record. Bethany is in 4th with a 14-9 overall record and an 8-4 district record. Really, the only difference between them is the district points, and that's based on a lot of different things. Chief of all, run differential, it's way above my pay grade to try and calculate that. But the winner of this series, one of these two teams is looking for a sweep. For Bethany, a split doesn't help. Strike 1 dealt to Damian Aguilar, who leads off this inning. Yeah, but a split this series does not help Bethany at all. They'd stay in 4th. They want a series sweep. Nothing to want. Off speed, runs inside, and it's a call to strike. Quickly 0-2 against Aguilar. This inning goes Aguilar, Suarez, Rose. 9-1-2. Deacon deals. And left that one too high, and Aguilar wouldn't chase. Dobbins has thrown with a lot of confidence on the bump in his start. 1-2 from him now. Goes back to the off-speed and gets a swing and a miss. And that's been a big reason why, because he's had that pitch in his back pocket, and he can reliably throw it for outs at any point in the game. Suarez back up to bat. He drew a walk his first time up. 1 gone, bases clear. This is his second time up to bat. Bethany could use another base runner. The 0-0 to Suarez. Curveball left low and a good eye from number 2. That's what it's going to take a lot of today. As I've said a few times, working long at-bats, staying patient at the plate. Dobbins is going to throw a lot of stuff. You want to hit the fastball. Suarez nearly did it right there. 1-1, fouled sharply off left side. One's all across the board. I mean, even right there, it's a foul ball, but that's what he's looking for. That's the pitch to hit. 1-1 to Suarez. Dobbins winds, delivers. Runs the fastball outside, and it's a called strike on the black. 1-2. Not much you can do about that one if you're Cooper Suarez. Just got to stand in there and be tough with 2 strikes. Dobbins has his sign. Now in his motion, here's the payoff. And he froze him. Low inside corner for strike number 3. First backwards K of Dobbins' outing, and that's out number 2. Jaden Rose up to bat. 2 Ks so far at the top of the 3rd. He's going to try to start a little bit of a 2-out rally. The 0-0 to Rose. Fastball outside, and again a little bit off the plate, but it's hitting its spot. I mean, when the catcher is set up there and you hit the spot so consistently, the umpire's going to give it to you, 0-1. Next pitch floats over the zone, hits low middle, 0-2. And now you see what has made Deacon Dobbins so effective this season for the Purcell Dragons. He's way ahead on Rose. The 0-2 pitch. Slow lift and he fires. Fastball outside. Count runs 1-2. Rose not fooled by that one. But Dobbins still has his choice of pitch. The 1-2. And he fooled him on the slow slider. Dobbins gets him in order. A pair of swinging strikeouts and 1 looking to boot. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd after this commercial break. Bethany Bronco Baseball live from Purcell, Oklahoma.
Gallegos Mexican Restaurant at 7000 Northwest 23rd at Rockwell in Bethany is locally owned and operated. Authentic Mexican food. Open 11 to 9 Monday through Friday and 10 to 8 Saturday and Sunday. Gallegos Mexican Restaurant offers a variety of Mexican plates, daily lunch specials starting at $8.99 Monday through Friday, and menudo on the weekends with more traditional dishes. Gallegos Mexican Restaurant. Call 405-506-0790. Northwest 23rd at Rockwell. Gallegos Mexican Restaurant.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
What are laws on immigration? Contact Tipton Law Center in Oklahoma City at 405-209-1925. Melissa Tipton Duncans has the passion with experience with a solid foundation of knowledge in immigration law. The Tipton Law Center is located at 5909 Northwest Expressway at MacArthur and will also take cases in family law, criminal law, international law, adoption, or readoptions. For immigration law, contact attorney Melissa Tipton Duncans at Tipton Law Center, 405-209-1925.
Brody Walkup leads off the bottom of the 3rd for the Purcell Dragons. Faces down Bellows, is working through his 3rd complete inning. Bellows' first pitch at this half in the dirt for ball number 1. For the Purcell Dragons, this inning goes Walkup, Bennett, and then back to the top with Cook. 3rd inning is brought to you by Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Suite 610. Call 405-510-6988 for Victory Mattress. This one ripped down the left field line, but heading well foul. Just a very, very long strike number 1. Victory Mattress Outlet, some of the best people around. I actually got to try one of those pillows that all the Bethany students rave about, and I got to say, it's worth the hype. Stop by Victory Mattress yourself. Again, 7101 in Suite 610 off of Northwest Expressway. 1-1 pitch from Bellows. Oh, and he tags him right in the side. Walk up headed down to first after the first hit by pitch given up by Bellows. Now a man on with no one out. And after getting 3 strikeouts in a row last inning, it feels like Purcell has started to pick up a little bit of momentum. But they need the sticks to come up here. Number 11, Gardner Bennett, up to bat next. Again, credit to Deacon Dobbins. 7 Ks in 3 innings for Purcell's starter. Bellows on the stretch, goes over to first. Unsuccessful on that one. He already does have 1 picked off. And it was kind of a surprising one because up until that point, all of them had seemed to get back pretty safely, like pretty clearly safe, except for the one that got picked. Okay, we take those. Ball outside, 1-0. Again, man at the plate is the 9-hole batter, Gardner Bennett. He's manning down right field for the Purcell Dragons today. Then you're back up to the center fielder, Cash Cook. So this outfield core that the Dragons have put together, bunt shown, ball up and out. This outfield core, very clearly one of their strong suits. To have them in such valuable positions as the leadoff man, the 2-hole, and your 9-hole batter to get it back up to the top. It speaks volumes to how talented this young group of ball players is for the Purcell High School Dragons. 2-0, bunted back to Bellows. He fields it, wants to go over to first. The throw over, going to be in time. Lead runner advances to second. Bethany will trade the out for the bag. Runner in scoring position for the Dragons. 1 gone for, again, Cash Cook in the top of the order. Now we get to see what these two teams are made of. 3rd inning, 2nd time through Purcell's order. How is Bellows going to get these guys their 2nd and their 3rd times up? Bellows lifts, inside move over to second, keeps them close. Again, Bellows now, they have to be scared of it. He's keeping them honest with the pickoff. They cannot afford another picked off runner. Not the game that's going to be this close. Bellows set. Nothing at the plate. Check second once or twice, goes home, fastball outside, called strike. Perfect pitch to the perfect location. 0-1. Love to see him follow it up again. Try to buy a little bit more off the plate. Lloyd sets up, looks inside. Now he shifts. The 0-1. Bellows deals. Swing and a miss. Went back outside. 0-2. Beautiful, beautiful delivery by number 6 on the bump. Want to see him do that one more time. Let's see if he can buy a little bit more off. Trying to retire the junior at the plate for out number 2, and it'd be a big one. The 0-2 pitch. Got him to chase with the off speed. 2 gone. Nice pitch by Bellows. Strikeout number 2.
Left fielder number 12, Cooper Selman.
And like I said, that's a big one right there, folks. The leadoff man retired. That's 2 outs on the board. Now you can just go for the easy one at first. Number 12, Cooper Selmer, up to bat next. Purcell at risk of leaving a runner stranded. Lloyd set upside. Oh, and it gets past him all the way to the backstop. Bounces back quickly, but the runner is going to advance. 1-0 and a man now on third. 2nd time today that Bethany has had to deal with a runner on third base. They were able to get out of it the first time, but this is more of an interesting spot, 1-0. Bellows behind on the current batter, Selman. He looks in, has his sign come set. Got to be careful when he leaves over the plate. Whiffed him on a ball up, 1-1. I think that one just ballooned on number 12 at the plate. He tried to send that one 500 miles. Wind is shifted, now blowing straight out to center. The 1-1 pitch from Bellows. Floats one by outside, and it's called strike 2. He's been mixing up the speeds of all of his deliveries, and it has kept Purcell off balance. 1-2. That is a experienced move from Bellows on the bump. Let's see if he's got one more. A big 1-2 pitch. He lifts and fires. Couldn't get him to chase. It's a ball low. Count evens out at 2s. A man at third for Purcell. A pass ball will score him. A base hit anywhere will score him. Bellows comes back to set. Again, now in an even count. 2 outs on the board. Bethany can get some weak contact somewhere. They'll be out of it. He lifts and goes home. Hit right back to him. He knocks it down, going right side. It's going to be a tough play for Williams. He's not going to get it in time. 1 run crosses for the Purcell High School Dragons. And Purcell does not leave the runner stranded. That's a tough one. Not much Bellows can do about that one, you feel. 1-0, Purcell leads. Bellows now dealing with the 3-hole batter, Bryce Blair. Who's looking to continue the rally. Runner goes. Ball up inside. The throw down to second. Not in time. Runner now on 2. Purcell threatening. Trying to make it a big inning. And, if you keep on only 1, it's not that big a deal. You feel like you're still in control if you only give up 1. Bellows looks him back, and he'll step off to keep him close. Still 1-0. Blair in the 3-hole. I mean, this is kind of who you'd want up. Move over to second. The runner was ready for it. Play at third. The throw's high. Purcell with some success on the base paths. Runner back on third. Just going to bring out a mound visit from Coach Robert Lee, so we'll take a short break with them as they talk about what's happening in the field.
Nobody gives you more. We have great news for you today, folks. Toro Taxes at 5909 Northwest Expressway, Suite 249 can help with all your tax refund needs. Toro Taxes specializes in helping our community get the maximal refund possible, and their team of experienced tax professionals guarantees reliable, efficient, personalized services. Call 580-275-8933 and talk to Toro. 100% secure digital and in-person processes with services in both English and Spanish. Schedule your appointment today and let the experts handle your tax return. 5909 Northwest Expressway, Suite 249. Call 580-275-8933. Don't leave money on the table. Toro Taxes.
Mound visit has concluded here in Purcell, Oklahoma. Runner on third for the Dragons. A news update for all us local Dallas fans. Brandon Aubrey is signing a 4-year, $28 million extension with the Dallas Cowboys. Arguably their best player. Signed on for a few more years. Congratulations to Aubrey for not only getting the bag, highest paid kicker I believe ever now, but Dallas gets a key piece back. Second pitch of this at bat is a strike home, 1-1. Floats by that little curve piece that Bellows has. It's just not what the current batter is looking for. Blair in a 1-1. Runner on third, 2 outs. Bellows fires home a fastball, and that one fell out the bottom. 2 balls, 1 strike. I mean, he's doing his best to stay around the edges, trying to paint a strike. Don't want to leave anything over the plate to this batter. This offense can absolutely battle back from a 1-run deficit. Next pitch, cap shot right side. Williams gives chase. Does he have this one? He does. Williams says, you don't get 2 in shallow right field this time. We're heading to the 4th, but Purcell able to steal away a lead. It's 1-0, heading to the top of 4.
Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics at 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 utilizes cutting-edge technology and personalized treatment plans centered around your goals, your comfort, and your natural beauty. Experience a range of services from IV therapy, Sculptra, acne treatments, and much more. With state-of-the-art machines like the T-Shape 2, Eris Lunara offers non-invasive, proven, and natural solutions for healthier skin that will have you feeling exquisite and rejuvenated. Other services like platelet-rich plasma therapy and peptide therapy not only enhance your natural features, but promote recovery and health at all levels. Call 405-563-1255 or stop by 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 to find out about what Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics can do for you. Remember, call 405-563-1255 today.
Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice, on the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support and drinks like the Bethany Broncos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere, or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778 and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to their drive-thru lane. Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. 405-633.
Welcome back from break in Purcell, Oklahoma, top of the fourth. Currently, Sidness has a 2-1 count on him, just fouled a fastball straight back. Number 7, Deacon Dobbins, still works on the bump, now with a 1-0 lead. His next pitch goes right down the middle, even count 2-2. Dobbins now pitching from ahead, that's got to feel very nice. Last inning, a ball hit right off of Bellows, was able to score a runner from third. And he gets Sidness to lunge at one outside. If I'm not mistaken, that's strikeout number 8 for Dobbins in his start. One gone. The DH, Stoley Melton, up to bat. And let me count those real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 8 Ks. Working through his fourth full inning. This is an electric start from Dobbins. Melton flew out to right his last time up. Takes a sidearm runner inside for strike number 1, and I don't know how anybody's supposed to hit that. That's a deadly pitch from Dobbins. No balls, 1 strike. He delivers again, this time well outside. Count evens out 1-1. Fourth inning brought to you by Integrity Services at 711 Northeast 39th Street. For Integrity, call 405-833-5992. Dobbins winds and deals the fastball outside for a strike. 1-2. Melton, you can see him trying to slow down the pace of this at-bat. He's taking his time getting back in the box, trying to ice Dobbins out. The 1-2. Number 7 deals and got him to chase low, but look at that. Melton just fouls it off. 1-2. Home up says he's safe. It is a foul ball. Good swing, honestly, from Melton on a ball that was pretty much in the dirt. How he even clipped that, I'm not sure, but he earns himself another pitch. 1-2, it stays. The Dragons pitcher winds, looking for his 9th strikeout. Fastball skips by, even count 2-2. Yeah, that's where you want him to be. You want him to be trying to hit those corners. If he's able to throw the slider, curveball, fastball, middle in on you, work it off your hip, he's deadly. And he gets Melton to chase the slider outside. 2 outs, and it is strikeout number 9 for Dobbins.
Second baseman, number 9, Trip Williams.
Trip Williams up to bat next. 2 gone, no one on. Williams struck out his last time up. Got it to a 1-2 count. Let's see what he deals here. The 0 to Williams. Comes out swinging. Now he goes right through, but I'd say that's the right approach. Got a fastball early, tried to tee off on it. 0-1. Dobbins has his sign. He deals to Williams. Goes back to the fastball and a jam shot. Flared off right side. 0-2. Starting pitcher for the Dragons way ahead on Bethany's senior starting second baseman. 0-2. Here it comes. Slide piece, and he went right through. Bethany goes 1, 2, 3 in the top of the fourth. We'll head to the bottom half. Purcell still leads 1-0.
More of our sponsors that we like to say thanks to, including Innovative Computer Service.
This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there. You don't have to look very far to find a dependable roofing contractor, because Myers Roofing is committed to quality roofing systems, excellent customer service, and is all local right here in Bethany. Myers Roofing is licensed, insured, and all work is guaranteed. You can rely on Myers Roofing to take care of your next roofing project, and once you do, you'll understand why our customers keep coming back. Residential roofing, commercial roofing, specialty, tile, maintenance, and repair. Myers Roofing does it all. Call 405-787-7433. That's 405-787-7433.
Bottom of the fourth, Purcell up 1-0 over your Bethany Broncos. Isaac Bellows and the Broncos just trying to slow down the Dragons here, keep it at a 1-run deficit. This inning, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they face, yes, it's the shortstop, number 6, Cash Knowles first. Then Dobbins behind him and Percy in the hole. So now we're officially halfway through today's game. Maybe more than, math is hard, but I think more than a little past half. Knowles up for his second time. And, generally it gets easier for a lineup to hit the more times they see a starting arm. That's why in so many levels of today's game, here's a hard hit ball out to right. Burleson tracks it all the way to the line, but it bounces in front of him. It's a hard hit single into right field. And Knowles is on board. That's the third hit that Bellows has given up. Still, though, not a big problem for him here, because with only 1 run on the board, he's done very well at limiting the influence of runners. Dobbins up to bat next. And that kind of took me out of whatever I was saying. Oh, that's the reason why you see so many starters struggle to go a lot of innings in today's game at college and the pro level. Foul ball back on the bunt, 0-1. It's because, the physical strain is already so high on a starting pitcher, especially in the pros, to throw as much as they do. Then you have batters that are just getting better and better. Yeah, I can't say I don't blame them for going 7-8 innings anymore. 0-1. Bellows set, back to working out of the stretch. Goes over to first, unsuccessful there. Mentioned that this is the 4th inning and is brought to you by Integrity. We're looking to bring a show back out there, so if we get one scheduled, keep your eyes and ears peeled for it. Those are always a good time. Bellows has his sign, comes set. 0-1 at the plate. He lifts, another bunt attempt. This one dropped down left side. It'll be Bellows to field it himself. He's got to get the quick throw over to first. The runner beat it out. Dobbins with a bunt single up the third baseline. And suddenly 2 hits in the inning and men on first and second.
Now at the plate, number 28 catcher, Leighton Percy.
Well, I wasn't sure for a second if it was going to be Bellows or if it was going to be Rose making the play on that ball. That was, by all accounts, the perfect bunt from Dobbins. Hit number 4 for the Dragons. Well, with Dobbins on board, here's the catcher, Leighton Percy. RBI chance for the Dragons catcher. Bellows in trouble here. Skips one by. Lloyd knocks it down, but it goes in front. Both runners are going to try to advance. Lloyd has no throw. And that gets a nice little cheer from the Dragons faithful. 1-0. Second and third now occupied. Ducks on the pond here for the Dragons, and a chance to crack this game wide open. Percy, Oz, and Walkup will be the batters to try to do it. Bellows looks in. He's got to be careful what he throws. I've said that a couple of times, but he does. 1-0. And he gets away from Lloyd. It was a slider low in the dirt. Lloyd throws home. Is the tag applied? They're going to say Bellows didn't get him. 2-0 at the plate, and that's run number 2 for the Dragons. Trail runner moved over to third base, and now it's just 190 feet away. Still no outs on the board. Bellows still behind in the count to Leighton Percy. 2-0. Only one run scored in the third and the fourth, but it feels like a mountain to climb. Another bunt. Bellows fields this one cleanly. He's going to go to first. They'll get the easy out there. Another run will cross for the Dragons, but now the base is clear. And that's the power of the sack bunt. Now a 2-run, bottom of the fourth. Isaac Oz up to bat next. It's a 3-0 game. Bellows back to working out of the windup here. His nothing to Oz goes over his head for ball number 1. Now most pitchers, at least the ones I've talked to, more comfortable throwing out of the windup than the stretch. So let's see if Bellows can kind of settle it back down here, get back in the zone. In his motion for the 1-0. Gets a swing there, a hard hit ground ball to Rose. He fields it well and fires across, and he's, Sindes came off the bag. He couldn't glove it cleanly. Should have been out number 2, but it's another base runner for the Dragons.
Next up, the third baseman, Brody Walkup.
That's the first error of the game on the Bethany Broncos. And now Oz stands on first. Only one out. On this fourth inning, trouble for the Bethany Broncos. They fought so hard to keep it close to this point, but just feels like not a lot has gone right this inning. Off speed inside, and Walkup gets out of the way, kind of punching himself for that one. Thinks he should have taken it off the leg. 1 ball, no strikes. Here at Purcell, sun sets over the, we'll call it left field corner. Close enough. 1-0, hit the zone, 1-1. Went back to the fastball. But it does mean if anything's hit out to the left, the camera might struggle to see it, but for all the rest of the field, we are golden. Beautiful day to play some baseball. 1-1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bellows, the pitch. Jam shot hit at Purcell's dugout. Looks like everybody got out of the way, albeit just barely. 1-2. Out on the swivel, man. Sometimes the righties yank those. I don't know why, I don't know how, but they do. 1-2. Bellows back to working out of the stretch, obviously, with the runner on, but he's ahead in this one. 1-2 pitch, ground ball left side, and it's another foul ball. Count will stay where it is. When Bethany comes back up to bat, it'll be Burleson, Lloyd, and Bellows up to hit. For the past 2 innings, Bethany has gone in order, so they would really like to see more than 3 batters in the 5th. 1-2 is a pickoff over to first. Unsuccessful there. Trying to see if he could catch Purcell sleeping. These 2 teams travel back to Bethany, Oklahoma tomorrow to continue, or rather I'll say to round out their series. 1-2. Jam shot, straight back. Another foul ball. We unfortunately won't be there. We'll be with soccer for the soccer team's senior nights. Both the girls and the guys play against Medill, 6 and 8 p.m. If you're not in attendance for baseball, or maybe you are in attendance, want to keep up with soccer, or maybe you get done with one, want to tune into the other, whatever, it's all live on GSN Sports and Talk right here. Ball in the dirt means it's 2-2. And, you know, the soccer teams, they're playing out of their minds. Soccer is, on the women's side, the defending state champion, so they're favorites to go all the way again. But really, more so than any of that, they're just great kids, and we enjoy hanging out with them. 2-2. Bellows lifts and goes home. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup from Isaac Bellows right there. That's strikeout number 3 in his start. And out number 2. Hey, he fooled me with that pitch. All right, folks, that was disgusting. 2 gone for Carter Bennett. The right fielder, and again, the lefty bat steps up. He's got a lot of green to work with if he can punch it down the gaps. Nothing to Bennett. Way outside for ball number 1. Uh-oh, camera's going tumbling. We're good. Saved it. 1-0. Bellows delivers, swing and a miss there from Bennett. Gets him back on a 1-1. Now he's found a little bit of stuff with that changeup, and kind of goes back to that point I was bringing up earlier, where if you can go right at these batters and get ahead, you can save a pitch like the changeup till their second and third time through the order. Something they wouldn't have even seen yet. Another swing and a miss from Bennett. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one disappeared from his barrel. Bellows has set himself up well to get out of this inning. Let's see if he can find the put-away pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Bellows set. He goes home. And not on that one. 2-2. Curveball well off the plate. Still, he's got a ball to work with, and that's always a good position to be in. Bellows checks 1 more time. Slight breeze. It's not major as far as Oklahoma goes. 2-2. It's a ball low in the dirt. A full count here for the 9-hole batter. I mean, it feels like this is. Does it feel like this is a big pitch? It feels like this is a big pitch. 3-2. 2 outs. Runner is moving. Here we go. Popped him up. Going left side, Lloyd gives chase, but it lands out of play. Well, it was almost a big pitch. So last Thursday, here's some baseball trivia for you if you want. Mike Trout became the first ever visiting player to homer in 4 straight days at Yankee Stadium. So there's a party trick for you. If you need some trivia to stump your friends on, tell them that about Mike Trout. The 3-2 home. Oh, crossed at the letters, but the ump says too high. Oh, that's a great pitch from Bellows right there. It's a full count walk. First and second now occupied. And that's trouble because it brings you back to the top with number 4, Cash Cook. This is now Cook's 3rd time up. And Purcell, again, forgetting about the bat weight. So they got to make sure that stays off of the field of play. I mean, if it's a donut, most people don't even notice it. Looks like Coach Lee is going to head out to talk to Bellows. Might have a pitching change here. Looks like they're going to bring in Suarez. We'll see if that's official when we come back from break. But bottom of the 4th, Dragons lead 3-0 over your Bethany Broncos here on the Dragons home field. We will be back right after this. Don't go anywhere to see the new pitcher.
We kind of want to show off our trailer today. We offer a lot of services all around the metro. We go within 130 miles.
Recently did a house that was 70 to 80 feet. We did it in 2 days. No trouble with shooting it. We were in and out. Make sure the customer was really happy with the work.
With liner, it's trenchless, it's headacheless. Any old cast iron, any orange bird, any clay pipe that's pre-existing inside or outside, we can go in and completely reline the inside of that pipe. It turns it all into one solid pipe. You never have to worry about root intrusions. You never have to worry about settling or bellying. Overall, it's a really good product. Everything comes guaranteed. We do make it as trenchless and as headacheless as possible for you guys. Thank you.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family-owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
Isaac Bellows chased from the game in the bottom of the fourth. He went 3 complete and 2/3 of an inning. The new pitcher up is number 2, Cooper Suarez. He inherits runners on first and second with 2 outs. He'll face the leadoff man, Cash Cook, the opposing center fielder, as Suarez tries to find out number 3 in the inning. Let's see what number 2 brings to the table here. Immediately thrown into a dangerous situation. Suarez checks his man on second a couple times, goes home. His 0-0 crosses too high for ball number 1. Kind of a quick warm-up, too, for Suarez. He really didn't take much time to get loose. I know he's playing short at all, so maybe he didn't feel like he really needed it, but I was engrossed with other stuff. I could be crazy. High fly ball. High one, shallow left field. It'll be trouble. Whitener can't come up with it. 1 run will cross. Slow to get in from the outfield. 2 runs are going to cross. Finally, Aguilar able to get it in, and a tumbling Oz does score 5-0. Whitener had that one in the glove, just couldn't secure it. The Dragons lead 5-0. Second error in the field there for the Bethany Broncos. And it's a 4-run bottom of the fourth. Suarez wasn't able to hold those runners off. They will be attributed to Bellows. New batter up is number 12, Selmer. The 0 to Selman. Suarez does work a little bit slower than some of the pitchers we've seen so far. He lifts, inside move over to second just to keep him close. All this happening in the bottom of the fourth, by the way. It's a 4-run half inning for the Dragons. Suarez back to toeing the rubber. Comes set. Jack second once. Now twice. And goes home. This pitch. Hard hit ground ball over to third. Takes a nasty hop on Rose, but he fields it cleanly and fires for out number 3. That time no trouble with it, but the damage done. This game broken wide open by the Purcell Dragons. 5-0 heading into the top of the 5th. And now Bethany needing the offense to wake up in a big way.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, spring is here. And when you need help with all your tools, lawnmowers, and more, Evans Hardware out here in Midwest City is the place to be. 1021 South Douglas Boulevard. In the springtime, lawnmower maintenance is more important than ever. And Evans Hardware is the place to go for all your lawnmower maintenance tools. They've got seat repair, they've got brand new handles, blade sharpeners, and cleaners, and of course new belts line the walls as well. Remember, when you need lawnmower maintenance, power tools, stuff for the garden, and everything in between, Evans Hardware in Midwest City, 1021 South Douglas Boulevard is the place to go. Do it best here at Evans Hardware.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
We're back for the top of the 5th. Bethany now trails 5-0 after giving up a 4-run bottom of the 4th. Purcell now time on their side. They just got to keep these bats quiet, and the Dragons walk out of here with a Game 1 win. This inning goes Burleson, Lloyd, and Bellows for the Bethany Broncos. 5th inning brought to you by Blake Nightingale State Farm, 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here we go in another inning. First pitch of this one, a ball low and in. Deacon Dobbins has thrown an excellent game so far for the Purcell Dragons. I believe he's up to 10 strikeouts. It's been a lot of that pitch right there. Little sidearm, late movement. Looks like a mix between a fastball and a slider just dropped down from that angle. That one is the slider. 1-2. I can see the spin on that from here. That is a deadly, deadly pitch. He's got Burleson behind. Cruz Burleson singled his last time up in a 2-strike count. The pitch to him. He fouls off. Oh, this stayed in play. Hold on. Burleson is retired. Looked like that one was actually hit fair and some weird spin. Knocked it into foul ground, but not before the ball was touched by the catcher. So it will stay in play, and that's out number 1. Kind of a strange way for that one to happen. Fooled me for a second even. So Burleson retired. Here's Max Lloyd. It looked like Burleson was having a chat with Coach Willis over at first. If I had to guess, if I was a betting man, he's telling him, sell that. That's a foul ball. You gotta make it so that no one in the park even has an ounce of doubt that that's not a foul ball. Nothing. Slide piece over the zone, strike 1. It's been there all day. That's his go-to for sure. Dobbins has felt very comfortable with that pitch. 0-1, and he's already dealing again. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Lloyd struck out his last time up in a 1-2 count as well. 0-2 from Dobbins. Goes right after him with the fastball, and there's another K. Lloyd set down on 3. Here's number 6, Isaac Bellows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts for the Dragons starting pitcher. And here he goes again, the 0-0. Swung on, ground ball right past him. It's going to be short's ball. Fielded cleanly, the throw on the run is in time. Bethany goes 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 5th. And that does it for that half inning. We go to the bottom half. And the Dragons still lead 5-0 on the back of an 11K start from their man, Deacon Dobbins.
Ship It Sooner at 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace is your packaging and shipping headquarters for Mustang and the surrounding area, using all major carriers. Sign up now for your private mailbox and enjoy the benefits a post office box does not offer. Faxing, printing, copies, notary service, and passport photos. Ship It Sooner is locally owned and operated. Call 405-256-6264 or go to shipitsooner.com.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned full-service licensed and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service, in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
Bottom 5 in Purcell, Oklahoma. A little bit more breaking news from earlier today. Adam Schefter reported that Colts GM Chris Ballard told reporters that cornerback Kenny Moore II and quarterback Anthony Richard Sr. have requested trades, and neither is attending the voluntary off-season How did he type that? Voluntary off-season workout program. That's how I'm going to say that. Great typing by Mr. Schefter. Just jokes. But looks like a shakeout coming to the Indianapolis Colts, and that one maybe honestly has been a long time coming. I can't say I'm that surprised about it, but we'll see what the new look Colts might look like. Didn't they just get Kirk Cousins, or was that someone else? I feel like he went somewhere like the Colts. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't remember the headline. Nothing from Suarez in the new half inning. He leads this off with the ball high. First batter he faces is number 21. This is Bryce Blair, the starting first baseman. 1-0 to Blair. Fastball, he jumps on. It's a rocket out to left, heading back towards the wall, off of the top of the wall. The throw comes in from left center field. Blair wants 2, and he's got the standoff, lead-off double. Second hit Suarez has given up in his relief appearance. That's a big one to kick off this inning. That was a mash from Bryce Blair. Looks like it's Bradshaw heading out to run at second base. Now it's Cash Knowles up to bat. No one out, a runner on 2. And I tell you, if the wind was blowing out to left even a little bit, that ball might be gone. But because it's blowing out to right, it stayed in the park. Bethany has a chance to strand that runner on 2. Knowles stands in for the 0-0. Suarez lifts and goes home. It's another hard hit ball out to left. This one roping, and Whitener fields on a bounce. The throw comes in. They're going to hold the runner at 3. It's a long single and well played by Whitener in left field to prevent the run from coming home, but back-to-back hits has put runners on the corners here in the bottom of 5. And not just a pair of hits, a pair of hard hits. The Dragons have started catching barrels. 6 hits for their squad. And Deacon Dobbins with a chance to cap this one off. Suarez set for his 0-0. Again, runners on the corners for him here. He checks his man on first once, goes home. Left a breaking ball a little bit too short. 1 ball, no strikes. Dobbins has had a great start for Purcell. 11 Ks to his name. Isaac Bellows left the game after 3 2/3. He had picked up 3 strikeouts, but gave up 4 runs. All 5, though, are attributed to him for the runners he allowed on base. Suarez in his first full inning of relief. Runner goes. Pump fake over to second by Lloyd. Not enough to get the lead runner, so ducks on the pod once again for the Dragons. 2-0 count at the plate. 2 and 3. Now with runners on. All right, time is resumed. 2-0. Approaching 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We've been going for about an hour and a half. Great pace for today's game. Suarez deals home. And it's called strike on the low outside corner. 2-1. Maybe was given a gift right there because Lloyd didn't really glove that one cleanly. I know what he's saying. We take those. Defense comes in for the Bethany Broncos. They're going to try to prevent the run. Suarez looking for a ground ball out of Dobbins here. If it goes anywhere, they can at least look him back. The 2-1. Tapped foul. 2-2. Now on the other side, Dobbins just needs to put something in the outfield, and 1 run score is almost guaranteed. That's kind of the at-bat you in. That's the game you play. What kind of pitch is going to be just enough to get the ground ball versus a tapped single somewhere? I mean, we've seen a couple of cap shot singles this game already. Suarez deals, and that one sent well into the corner. Whitener gives chase. He's not going to get there. Plays on the hop. 1 run coming across. The trail runner being sent home as well. 2 runs will cross the plate. It's a 2 RBI double for Deacon Dobbins. 7-0. And Purcell has scored at least 1 every inning since the 3rd. Another visit from Coach Lee out to the bump as things have gotten away from the Bethany Broncos. Looks like Suarez's night is over. We'll see a new reliever when we come back from break. Runner now on second. And again, 7-0, Purcell leads.
Gallegos Mexican Restaurant at 7000 Northwest 23rd at Rockwell in Bethany is locally owned and operated. Authentic Mexican food. Open 11 to 9 Monday through Friday and 10 to 8 Saturday and Sunday. Gallegos Mexican Restaurant offers a variety of Mexican plates, daily lunch specials starting at $8.99 Monday through Friday, and menudo on the weekends with more traditional dishes. Gallegos Mexican Restaurant. Call 405-506-0790. Northwest 23rd at Rockwell. Gallegos Mexican Restaurant.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
What are laws on immigration? Contact Tipton Law Center in Oklahoma City at 405-209-1925. Melissa Tipton Duncans has the passion with experience with a solid foundation of knowledge in immigration law. The Tipton Law Center is located at 5909 Northwest Expressway at MacArthur and will also take cases in family law, criminal law, international law, adoptions, or readoptions. For immigration law, contact attorney Melissa Tipton Duncans at Tipton Law Center, 405-209-1925.
New reliever this game is Damian Aguilar in from center field. Suarez heads out to take over his position straight away center. Suarez went just 1/3. He got the final out of the 4th, but wasn't able to get anything in the 5th. So Aguilar stands in now. He's got a lot to deal with. A runner on second and down 7-0 with no outs on the board. It's a tough spot to come into, I mean, no doubt about it. Haven't seen Aguilar throw in a little bit, though. Now I think about it, it has been a little bit. His pitch. First one is a little off-speed pitch outside, but it's a called ball, 1-0. Still staying mid-hot to low 70s right now, 74 degrees Fahrenheit in Purcell. Stayed bright and sunny all evening long, and that's what you love to see. 1-0, runs up. 2 balls, no strikes. Suarez in his relief appearance gave up 4 hits and 2 runs. He struck out none and walked none. Aguilar checks his runner on second. Now looks home, and that's where he goes. The 2-0 is a called strike on the outer half. It was a bunt pulled back from the current batter, number 28, Leighton Purcell. Purcell, a freshman, but he's had a great day behind the plate so far for the Dragons here, especially with the stick in his hands. 1-0. I think they expect 2-1. I believe they expect a lot of good things from him. Big move over to second. Aguilar just keeps him close. The last half inning, Bethany was at least able to put some balls in play, but they're still struggling to find a hit. They've only picked up 1, and it was in the 2nd inning. A ball thrown behind the current batter. Hitters count 3-1. We've got some new sponsors here on GSN Sports and Talk, so I want to give a quick shout out to them. Red River Credit out in Yukon, as well as Retro Rebel Boutique out in Yukon. Their commercials are in the process of being shot and made, so you won't hear about them that way today, but do want to give the quick nod to some new sponsors. Thanks so much to them and everybody for supporting the broadcast. 3-1 runs low. He walks him. That'll put runners on first and second. Doesn't mean a double play is on the board. Still no outs. Isaac Oz up to bat. Oz, the DH, did reach base his last time up. And reach base might be an understatement. He kind of killed a baseball. Nothing for him. 1-2 occupied. The first pitch to Oz. Off-speed pitch that runs inside for strike number 1. The ball's 1 strike. Like it. I like that. It's a good way to approach the DH. Give him something soft inside, something he's not looking for. 0-1. Aguilar looks at second. Now we go. So, oh no, it's actually an inside move to first. Nothing going there. When Bethany comes back up to bat, it'll actually be Aguilar swinging the stick first. It'll go Aguilar, Suarez, and Rose. The same way it went in the 3rd. 0-1. Aguilar lifts and does go home. That word did not come out right. Oh, it's an error on Rose the 3rd. Gets right past him and into left field. That's going to allow the run to score. Trail runner trying to get to 3rd. He's going to be tagged out by a mile. So despite the error, Bethany does at least get one out, but it is another run that crosses for the Purcell Dragons. Now runner solely on first.
Next up, the third baseman, Brody Walker.
Brody Walkup up to bat next. Now a 3-run bottom half of the inning for the Dragons. 8-0. Aguilar set, still working on the stretch. First pitch in there for strike number 1. Looks like time is going to be called. We're going to have a runner head out to first for Oz. And while we've got a break in the action, if you or someone you know owns a local business and wants to get in on what we're doing at the Gospel Station Sports and Talk, remember to email americasneighborhoodvalues@gmail.com. That's americasneighborhoodvalues@gmail.com. Or you can also call 405-728-6333. That's 405-728-6333. Let's work together. Move over to first, does not get the new runner. It'll still be 0-1 at the plate. And what has ballooned up to an 8-0 lead for the Dragons. They're just a few outs from walking away with a victory. Not the one. A reminder, the winner of this series, and I hesitate to even say that because it's more like if Purcell wins the series or splits the series, they earn the number 3 spot in the district. Bethany has to make a miraculous comeback here and then win tomorrow to wrap up number 3. Currently 1-1 at the plate. Aguilar's next pitch. Ran it up on him. It's a swing and miss at home. The back pick over to first, not in time. 1-2. Tomorrow we've got Bethany High Soccer. That starts against Medill at 6 with the guys immediately following the girls. Senior night for the soccer team. Invite you to tune in. Curveball, swing and a miss. Aguilar able to get out number 2 of the inning in his first strikeout of his relief appearance.
Next up, number 11,
Runner remains on first. And excuse me, I did forget to add the out to our stream scoreboard, so got that fixed now. 2 gone. Bennett up to bat next. 9-hole batter stands in, lefty. Move over to first. Well, not in time. I was thinking of something else to say. And for some reason, this inning, the words just have not come out right. Tell you what. Must need another drink of Gatorade. Aguilar checks, goes home, runner takes off. It's a ball inside and no throw down to second. 1-0 in the stolen bag. Yeah, Bethany has really struggled to extend these innings. They've gone 1-2-3 times. They were able to draw 2 walks in the first, and they got a single out of Cruz Burleson in the second, but since then, the bats have been held quiet. Strike crosses low inside, 1-1. Looked like a fastball that just clipped the zone. You know, that brings up the conversation about ABS. At this point in the season, now that it's been around for a little bit, all through spring training and a couple of weeks into the regular season, what do the people at home think about the ABS? 1-1. Aguilar can't get him to chase up. Ball number 2. Me personally, I like the ABS for holding umps accountable, but I do think it gives the pitchers a big advantage over batters. That's just it does go both ways, but I think more often than not, it's going to benefit a pitcher. You know, I never do like unfair, I'll call it, advantages. Like it's fair, but it's unfair. Ground ball over to short. And Bellows knocks it down, but he's not going to have a chance to make the play. 1 run is going to cross. The trail runner holds up at first. Kind of an awkward ball, but that's 9-0 regardless. Runner now on 1. And that means it's a 4-run, bottom of the 5th. So for 2 innings in a row, the Dragons have been able to put up 4 runs on this Broncos defense. Now, I don't have the game changer pulled up, so I don't know what they ruled that officially. Looked like an error to me, but, I mean, I've seen that being given hit before. He did have to go sliding for it. 1-0 now. Aguilar checks his runner first again. Runner goes. It's a ball at home. Lloyd offers no throw down. 2-0. And if it feels like the kind of, I won't say the pace of the game necessarily, but the energy of the game has gone down, that's because it kind of has. Bethany now down 9-0, approaching run rule, I believe it is here, is kind of taking the life out of our away side of the field. And they're just going to walk the runner over to first. Cash Cook on the intentional walk puts runners on first and second. That does put the force out back on at any bag, so Cooper Selman does have to deposit something in the outfield. If he keeps it on the infield, we should be out of this inning. 0-0 to the new batter. Aguilar comes set. He lifts and goes home. Nice little curveball, first pitch in there for a strike. He's done that a couple of times now this inning. Gives a couple of different batters. 0-0 curveball, front door. Just earn yourself a strike, steal one away. See if he can build off of it. It's 0-1. Aguilar's pitch. Skips by. Lead runner going to take off. He'll have third, no throw down. 1-1, runners on the corners. So by my tally, if I do have this right, it was 5 runs attributed to Bellows, 3 runs attributed to Suarez, and 1 run attributed to Aguilar. If I've got that right. Might be mistaken. I am not a pro statistician after all. I used a computer for the stats over the weekend. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 gone in Purcell, Oklahoma. The Dragons have runners on the corners. Aguilar lifts and goes home again. This 2-1, fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He does have him in an even count here. 1 pitch and he's out of it. Aguilar kind of has to throw his best pitch here, I feel like that's what he wants to do. Runner leaves early. Aguilar steps off, looks him back. Trail runner goes around. Aguilar fires home. He's not going to be in time to get that runner. Trail runner going to head into 2, and the tag was not applied in time. Time called. That's ball game. 10-0. Purcell wins over your Bethany Broncos, and I mean, what do you say about that one? That's pretty much a textbook first and third early steal. So in 5 innings, it's a walk-off run rule. 10-0, Purcell leads. We'll go to break and then come back with the post-game show where we talk about how we ended up here. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be back after this.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley service in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
The parking lots are full because it's always a celebration at Toledo's Mexican Restaurant in Yukon at 1227 Garth Brooks Boulevard in the Chisholm Shopping Center. With a traditional flair of Mexican casual dining where your meal always begins with complimentary chips, cheese, and salsa. Then a lengthy menu selection from fajitas, tacos, enchiladas, fish tacos, and so much more. You don't have to be shy at Chilinos. Ask for our daily specials and finish your meal with our sopapilla or pick something from our dessert menu. Oklahomans have chosen Chilino's Mexican Restaurants in Yukon at 1227 Garth Brooks Boulevard in the Chisholm Shopping Center. Call 405-350-2006.
Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics at 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 utilizes cutting-edge technology and personalized treatment plans centered around your goals your comfort, and your natural beauty. Experience a range of services from IV therapy, Sculptra, acne treatments, and much more. With state-of-the-art machines like the T-Shape 2, Eris Lunara offers non-invasive, proven, and natural solutions for healthier skin that will have you feeling exquisite and rejuvenated. Other services like platelet-rich plasma therapy and peptide therapy not only enhance your natural features, but promote recovery and health at all levels. Call 405-563-1255 or stop by 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 to find out about what Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics can do for you. Remember, call 405-563-1255 today.
Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice. On the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support and drinks like the Bethany Broncos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere, or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778 and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to their drive-thru lane. Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. 405-633-7778.
Well, here at the end of today's game, it's a 10-0 loss for your Bethany Broncos. They will now stay in number 4 in the district, and most likely now, unless it's like a 20-0 ball game, I'm pretty sure tomorrow, most likely that means Purcell has secured the number 3 spot in our district and slightly better seating heading into the playoffs. So, hey, you know, give it up to the Dragons. Congratulations to them on a successful season. They played very well today, and their starter Dobbins, well, I mean, not enough can be said about Deacon Dobbins. 11 strikeout outing for the Purcell starter. He only allowed 1 hit, no runs. I'm not even sure he walked anybody at this point. Actually, that's not true. I know he walked 2. But point stands, a very, very incredible start on the Dragons side. Now, for the Bethany Broncos, some key players. Burleson had the only hit of the day, and he was able to put the ball in play twice. Suarez had a walk, and Sindus had a walk, but that was just about it as far as good things went for the Bethany Broncos offense. Obviously, 11 Ks doesn't really get it done, unfortunately. They finished with 1 hit, 4 errors in the field. They left 3 on base, though in a game like this, those left on base might not have mattered too much. 7 hits for the PHS Dragons, 10 runs on it as we come to the end of today's game. So, if I'm correct on the rule, Isaac Bellows takes the loss. Suarez and Aguilar don't really factor in. Bellows, 5 runs attributed to him. Suarez had 3 runs attributed to him. That made 8, and Aguilar the final 2 on his end. Bellows did strike out 3, and Aguilar struck out 1, but that was about it. Suarez went 1/3 of an inning. Aguilar went 2/3 of an inning. Bellows went 3 2/3. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to today's game, and want to thank some of our other sponsors like Apple Tree Antique Gallery, Tanco Mechanical and Electrical, as well as Stan's Plumbing for their support of the broadcast. Apple Tree's at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway, Tanco at 1610 South Shepherd Avenue in El Reno, and Stan's Plumbing back in Bethany, 7000 Northwest 63rd Street. Couldn't do what we do without the support of all of our stream partners, so we want to thank them for helping us out, and of course, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to this broadcast. Hope you had a great time. I know I did. At the end of today's game, we're approaching 7 p.m. Central. My name is Luke Young. I was your play-by-play broadcaster today, and we invite you to tune in to soccer tomorrow. It's Bethany's senior night back home against Medill. One final time from Purcell, Oklahoma. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night, and God bless. This has been Bethany Bronco Baseball on the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube.